her preferred dining experience served on a platter, and why you should care. Welcome back to Better Man by S.A.K, where I want you to be your best version. I was just getting ready for my date. I was working on my cuticles, but I can do that later. I manage over $2 million in real estate assets. I'm number 2 in the nation for delinquency. God's number 1, of course. And why should you care? You should care because it may cost you. It may cost you the next date. It may cost you having her go out with someone else that is willing to spend the money. It may cost you divine union ultimately. This channel is for healthy men or men that want to improve their healthy habits. I'm sitting at my kitchen table. I don't eat here. I work here. I journal here. I'm doing my first YouTube here, and I'm so glad you could make it here. I enjoy fine dining and men who choose to take me there. Nothing's better than a man asking where you want to eat, planning the date, setting up the reservation, and fully executing. And that's why I wanted to make this video. You may ask, what does this have to do with me? It has everything to do with you. If you're a single man and you're dating someone that you're interested in seeing more, she's definitely going to consider the last date you have in order for her to agree to the next date with you. If a single woman like me works all week and accepts an invitation to go to dinner around 7 on a Friday night, consider yourself lucky. She will be tired, but she will be inspired to hang out with you and enjoy delicious steak or lobster. In my opinion, the best date nights would be Friday night around 7 o'clock for dinner, and then late night Sunday for a late weekend dinner where it can just extend the weekend out. It's Friday night and the kitchen's closed. Do you have your reservation? I hope you do, because these days it's hard to get reservations. More than likely, your date would really appreciate the advance notice. Maybe she wanted to get her hair done. Maybe she wanted to get her nails done. I'm gonna do a video on prepping for her dream date. And hopefully that's you. If I'm meeting you at the restaurant and I wanted to have more than one drink, I'd appreciate if you could send a black car. You get extra points for that. And please be on time. Nothing kills the mood more than when you're late, including if you have a work excuse. Ideally, you'll pick me up and we'll go to the restaurant together. Once we get to the restaurant, please open the door and go in first. You may be like, oh, go in first. Yes, check out the restaurant and make sure it's safe. Once you make sure the restaurant's safe, I'll be more than happy to follow your lead. I always enjoy a booth, a corner booth preferably, like what I'm sitting in now. Let me pick my seat first and help me with my seat, and then sit to the right or to the left of me. There's no reason for us to do interview style seating unless we're hosting a great dinner and we would have a reason to be so far away. I want to be able to be close to you. No phones at dinner. And that includes if you're on call, because we would never be at dinner if you were on call. Once we get our drinks and maybe an appetizer, her preferred dinner talk. It might include our next vacation, your goals, the recent ones that you've achieved and the ones you're working on. How can you help me with my goals? Say, how can you help me with my YouTube? Nothing's more attractive to a woman than a man helping her reach her goals and doing whatever it took to support her in those ventures. I would want him to talk about how he plans on growing our relationship, growing our couple bubble. Men keep time and space for a relationship, and they pace out the relationship. If I don't know where we're going, I'm probably gonna take another direction because you're not doing a really good job leading me. Affirm the things you love about me. Give me compliments. Let's keep it positive and high vibes. I mean, we are here enjoying this delicious meal. Check in on me. Make sure I'm doing okay. Make sure I'm happy with the food. And once the food arrives, please don't eat faster than me. I know a lot of people in the medical field or other fields where they don't get many breaks rush to eat their food, and I'm letting you know this is not the time to rush. Please don't finish your meal before me, because then I'm just gonna feel self-conscious when I'm eating and you're finished. Some women don't like eating in front of their dates. I used to be one of them. It would be nothing but attractive if my date said, "I love how you're enjoying your food," because that would mean he's glad I'm a good eater. Make me feel comfortable, because if I'm not comfortable, I'm gonna be nervous and not gonna be able to enjoy the food. I know that might sound crazy, and that might be the very reason why the woman you're with barely eats her food. And then, side note, if you drop her off, she's probably gonna be scarfing that food down later. Please make us feel comfortable to eat. Dessert. Dessert's always up in the air. Typically, I say no to dessert unless they have something I could not pass up, and I'll share it with you, of course. Can you pack up my food when I'm finished eating? That is, of course, if they don't already pack it up for me. I like a man that'll take care of things for me that I'm not good at, because I actually spill the food all the time, and I appreciate the help. When my food's packed up, I'm hoping it's in a bag, because I don't like spilling in my car. And let's please not rush. I still probably have something to drink, and I still want to enjoy the conversation. So please don't rush with the bill and try and hurry us out the door. I'm trying to enjoy the entire experience. Ideally, the company would be as good or better than the food, and I'm hoping the food is going to be all the drama we needed, because if you're going to create a situation where it's unpleasant, I'm going to always remember that restaurant. Let the food be the drama at the table. I'd like to keep the conversations as positive as possible, not including any drama, talking about other people, judging other people. Let's keep it to us. Let's have our own little date bubble. That's why we're there, right? To get a little bit more intimate, knowing each other. I'm hoping that's why you asked me to dinner, not just to check it off your box, because that doesn't make me feel very special. I'm literally giving you dinner date tips served on a platter, and I hope you use them. If you see a woman taking photos of her food, she's not doing that for herself. She's possibly going to post it to social media, show her friends, tell her family how well you're treating her. The more expensive, the better. And I'm hoping you can prepare for it. And why should you care? Because you might lose out on having another date with someone if it comes to always going with the low budget meal. I enjoy In-N-Out Burger just like the next guy, and I can enjoy your company there. But I'm gonna enjoy your company more when it's gonna be a fine dining restaurant where we can sit and really get to know each other better, rather than a 20-minute fast food experience. And that's exactly what this is. It's an experience. I've dated vegetarians. I've dated people that like steak and lobster. I prefer seafood, mostly. And my dogs like steak. You get extra points if you get my dog's food to go as well. Men, can you please factor fine dining into your budget? I would say once a month is appropriate, if not more. I understand ultimately not everyone likes fine dining, but if you happen to be dating someone or in a relationship with or married to someone that does, if you're not taking them fine dining, they're gonna feel like they're missing out. And they're probably gonna resent a little bit the fact that you don't take them to nice restaurants. I mean, potentially someone could just do it once a year, but I feel like we have a lot more to celebrate than one thing a year. In a way, you're celebrating the person in your life when you take them to fine dining. I understand it might be a couple $100, maybe more. Maybe you get the bottle of champagne for $100 and you go all out. And I've done that and I love it. And those are for celebrations. And I still remember, and that's the beautiful thing. She's gonna always remember the time she's had with you. No one's gonna be able to take that away from her. I understand some people might not wanna do the fine dining thing, But it really is an investment in the relationship, one that you should make. And I hope you take me up on that as an expert. Many women out there are probably thanking me right now. Lastly, I'll probably be bringing a really small purse because I'm not going to be paying. That's your job. I know this could trigger some people, men and women, that pay the 50-50, but I'm not going to be in a relationship where I have to pay half. Because at that point, I would just be going out on my own and paying the whole thing because I could afford it anyway. If you love fine dining and love taking the lady in your life fine dining, please like, subscribe, share, comment below, hit the notification bell. Please post your fine dining photos to my social media. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm getting my LinkedIn started because I'm gonna help a lot of people. And if I just helped one person make a reservation to a fine dining steakhouse, I've done my job. I feel like I can go about my day at my kitchen table not eating. And I hope you do that too, because Friday nights, kitchens close definitely. Sunday, there's a little bit more flexibility because I feel like you could barbecue on Sunday. But let's give the women in your life something to look forward to, especially if they're always cooking for you. I love you. Later.